I keep hearing bad stuff about myself. I don't know what to believe anymore. I did a stupid thing of trying to take my own life. And then I woke up, still in a hospital bed, inside a rehabilitation center.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it was like a scene from a movie, brother. Nakaswero pa ako. I woke up out of the bed. I'm like, have I been kidnapped? And I was yelling, nasaan ako, nasaan ako? I was swearing.
Yeah.
And someone answered. I pulled the suero out, may dugo na and everything. I was ready to fight everyone.
Hi guys! Welcome to Luis Listens, and this is an interview na dapat actually nangyari to last month, and I'm happy that it's happening today. Ang guest natin, Diego Loyzaga in the house, brother. Nice to see you again.
God, nice to see you. It's been a few years, man.
Okay, eksakto to pinag-uusapan namin bago magsimula ang kanyang Family Feud guesting. Kung saan nag-guest ka before,
Isa
nung
yun.
ako ang Family Feud, at yung tanong ko was,
Ano yung mga bagay na dinadala sa sinehan? Tapos ang sinagot ko, kumot.
kumot.
And
Nagtawanan lahat.
nagtawanan talaga
Nagtawanan
lahat.
lahat. Okay.
Pero I was with sila Tita Bing na to and sila Gabs and ganun. And in fairness naman, yung mga sagot nila, magbanggit ka ng sikat na cruise. Ang sinagot ni Gabby, pinsan ko, Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Pero I think what they were pertaining to was the cruises na C-R-U-Z.
Yes.
Cruise
Mas Pinoy. Espanyol na
yeah.
cruise. Oh.
So I guess my answer wasn't so bad naman. And I saw a cinema that did sell mga kumot, blankets, yeah.
Kita nyo? After so many years, yun pa rin ang bit-bit ni Diego.
Na-traumatize ako.
Yun ang bit-bit niya. Kaya marami siyang napagdaanan sa buhay is because of that.
Yes.
That's why things had to happen dahil... So, safe to say, kami nakasira ng buhay mo, ang Family Feud.
Isang parte, bro. Pero naibawi ko naman kay sa GMA sa kay Ding Dong.
Kay Brother Ding Dong.
Yes, kay Bro Ding Dong. Lahat ng nasagot ko almost top answer, bro. So I was like, yes.
So pasensya na kung ako nakasira ng buhay mo. Baka mamaya pag pinag-usapan mo na pagdaanan mo, babalik at babalik sa Family Feud. Bago pag-usapan lahat ng pinagdaanan mo sa buhay, isang pinagdaraanan mo ngayon that leaves a smile on your face is you being a dad.
It really does.
Kamusta? Kamusta?
Well, as of the day that we're shooting this, she's 9 months, almost 10.
Happy 9th month.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And she's so kulit na. Kulit. Papa is her first. She babbles it all the time. Papa, Papa. Whenever we're together, ako, the mom, and then si Ate Susan, ang kanyang yaya. Pinipili niya ako. Laging sa akin siya pupunta. Sobrang dad. Pero I guess it's because she spends a lot more time with the mom. Kaya tuwing nakikita niya ako.
Yung daughter mo,
Yes.
pumupunta sa'yo?
Mm.
Peanut, 1 year, 2 months ka na, di mo pa ako pinupunta. ang tingin niya sa akin, kapitbahay lang eh.
Talaga?
Ang tawag nga niya sa akin, Pards eh. Hi, Pards.
So, mas
No.
mamas-
Yeah, it happens. So, eto tanong ko sa'yo, as a daddy, so far sa 9 months, what's your favorite moment? Siguro the time na pinanganak siya, up to now that we're having this conversation.
I keep on saying how she is now. Sana ganito na lang siya. I love yung everything about it now. Everything is just so enjoyable. Ang cute niya. Hindi pa siya nag-answer back sa'yo.
Ina-expect mo na,
Yeah, yung mga ganun.
Dun papunta, no?
That's true. Pero sabi nga ni Colleen na every step of the way, you'll enjoy it din naman eh. Pag toddler na like Amari, running around the place, hinahabol-habol mo na.
Ang 9 months, ano ba yan? Crawl na ba yan?
She's standing up na.
Standing up na. Yung
Pero
hagam
parang
na.
surfing, gumagano-ganon, tapos tutumba ulit.
Oo,
Ganon.
Tama.
Ganon.
So far, may challenging moment ka na ba as a father?
It was for the both of us, kami ng baby mama ko, si Lex. Nung first 3 months talaga, that was insane. Talagang puyatan. I was night shift, so I would stay up until the sun rises.
Okay.
Kasi mama was breastfeeding, and then switch na kami. Ako matutulog na pag 7 a.m. na, and then siya na hanggang mga hapon. I'll wake up mga 2, 3 p.m. na. So it was tough, pero you asked me what my favorite part was, I think that was it. Yung every night na ako yung gumagawa ng sayaw para makatulog siya. It was something that yung
Kaya pala, kasi yung pagkagabi ganun, sinasay.
Yeah,
Ako'y
yeah.
talagang sumasayaw ako na ganun sa kanya. Yung full prod, kaya pala di niya ako gusto. Ang pangit ng ginagawa ko. Pero could you imagine na 9 months? Parang, what do you feel when you go back to yung, siguro yung first few days, first week, nung everything was so fragile?
Scary.
Diba?
It's scary talaga. And
Yung kailangan dalawang kamay talaga yung hawak.
everything and the head support. Wala
Oo,
akong lakas
yung
ng
ganun
leeg.
talaga. Ngayon,
Scary.
diyan
Yep,
ka.
yep. She's like, my bag nga eh. Ginaganon. Look at my new LV bag. Ginaganon ko si Hailey.
What about your support system? Nung sinabi mo yung news, your siblings, your family, nung sinabi mo na, I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh, they're ecstatic. All of them. My mom has been wanting to be a lola for the longest time. My dad...
Kinukulit ka niya? Kasi
No
dumaan
naman.
dumaan ako dun eh. Anak, nung kami pa ni Jessie, sinasabi niya, kahit wag na muna kayo magpakasal, gawa na kayo. I'm not getting any younger. I'm medyo old na rin. Ganun siya. Was your mom like that then?
No naman. She never pushed it. Kasi I guess big factor din to be with... Nako, this is gonna open a big ass topic.
Okay.
To be with the right partner, di
Okay,
ba?
yeah.
To get married.
Of course.
If you choose to have a child. Pero yun nga, it's a case-to-case basis. And Lex and I were best friends noon pa. We were together at a time, once upon a time, and then we both decided na yun na nga, we're not getting any younger,
Okay.
and we mutually decided to have a baby. So I know it's very unorthodox.
Wait. Medyo, see, ako, medyo parang inito ko yung next question ko. Pero parang
That's it.
wait, it's not something you hear every day.
I
So,
know. I know.
bagalan natin ng konti.
Okay.
So you and Lex were together before.
Yes.
Kahiwalay.
Yeah.
Got back together again. Nagkahiwalay. Remained good friends. But you chose to have a baby.
Yes.
Okay.
I can imagine the comments already from this. But
Okay.
no, kasi love of my life ko naman talaga si Lex. We've had, of all the ups and downs of my life, she's been part of it. Of all the ups and downs of her life, I've been part of it. Until today, like just yesterday, meron pa rin kami mga downs and meron pa rin kami mga ups. But I said to her, if there's any girl that I would choose to have a family with at my ripe age of 28, which I think is getting too old already, sabi ko, ikaw yun. And then she felt the same way. So I was like, okay, so let's plan it. Gawin natin.
Was it over a dinner, movie, habang nasa
No,
gym?
she was living with me na at 2022. There's 4 of us living at my house, and so we were together all the
Okay.
time. We'd go out of town, we'd take trips together. Sabi ko, lagi na tayo magkasama. Parang gusto ko na ng family, ng baby. And then she felt the same way. And then,
So kumbaga, mindset-wise, nandun na rin kayo.
yeah, nandun na talaga.
Okay. Best advice na binigay sa'yo ng parents mo?
At first, my dad, he was like, binuking pa niya ako sa harapan ni Boss Vic. He was like, oh, boss, kaka-baby daw. Ginunan niya ako.
Ayos dito mo ba?
Sabi ko, Dad.
Wala. What were you planning on doing ba? Were you planning on like siguro mga after like a year, then announcing it?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, if I don't know if you've seen, I mean, I don't expect you to be my stalker, but we don't
No, I do
post
stalk you.
Oh, okay, good, good. We don't post her face.
Yes.
But I will kapag first birthday na niya. Kahit gustuhin namin o hindi, meron pa rin magpipicture, magvideo.
Yeah, oo naman.
Just like revealing it, I told this guy Ate Tony, we were planning on revealing it on Father's Day in Australia, which is a different date from the rest of the world. So we were waiting for that date. Naunahan ako ng isang person from here. Like yung chismis person from here. I won't name names.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, na-steal yung thunder namin. Kumbaga, you only have that one opportunity to do that and it was taken away. So yung posting of how she looks, we said, maybe let's keep her private para hindi niya kailangan pasukin yung mundong showbiz.
Oo.
Hindi kumakala. I know for some people it's okay, like with you or with
Yeah.
Colleen, it's
Yeah.
okay. For me, I just wanted to keep it private muna.
You do you, di ba?
Yeah,
You do
yeah.
your family.
Yeah,
Ako kasi, what happened was, may hindi magandang nangyari. Nung tinatago namin si Peanut for quite some time, people suddenly started posting na the reason why tinatago namin si Peanut is may cleft lip siya. Parang, di ba cleft lip yung
Yeah,
tawag doon?
yes.
Parang that's what they were saying.
Okay.
Na kaya daw namin tinatago because may cleft lip. Sinasabi nila, hiyang-hiya kami. So parang it was a shocker na how can the world, di ba, be like this?
People ruin things, man.
Di ba? And para sa akin, this is just me thinking out loud sa showbiz. Naiintindihan ko if what some people need to do as reporters, as ganyan. Pero para sa akin, minsan naman, there are a few moments na sana binabalato na lang.
Oo.
Di ba?
Binibigay na lang.
As a parent,
Yeah.
or hindi kaya if you plan on getting married, Diba? At least yun yung naiisip ko. So, Buboy,
I was saying, at first he was he saw na kasi dire-diretso na yung career ko, sunod-sunod yung
Projects.
projects. Although hindi naman ako yung nabuntis, and kasi ganun yung pagbabae sa showbiz, diba?
Yes.
Mawala ng trabaho. I still lost work kasi we went to Australia for quite some time. So I made paalam kay boss. So the advice he gave me is sana after, dire-diretso ka na pa rin. The moment he saw my baby, he completely forgot about that, and he's so in love with his apo. Every time I bring Hailey to the house, or if I go to the house na wala si Hailey, anak, asan si Hailey?
siya papuntahin mo, wag ikaw.
Diba? Sabi ko, Dad, andito pa ako. Wait lang.
Umuwi ka, kunin mo.
Oo, ganun na siya. Dali mo naman si Hailey dito, patulugin mo dito. My mom is generalized naman, bro. It's not really about being a parent. She just wants to make sure na parang everything is stable. Financially, emotionally, where your headspace is, everything.
Realist siya.
Yeah, realist. Kasi my mom had a very tough life bringing us up. So, gusto lang niya maging stable kami. Ganun.
I think there has to be a perfect mix din naman.
Tama.
You have to be an idealist and a realist at the same time. Because at the end of the day, may mga kailangan kumain, may kailangan palakihin, may kailangan pag-aralin.
Yeah.
Did you have this moment? Kasi ito nangyayari sa akin when I'm with my parents, thus Peanuts, lolo, lola, is yung parang you take a step back, tapos pinapanood mo lang sila na naglalaro, pinapanood mo lang sila na nagkukulitan. Does that ever happen to you? And you just appreciate the love between a grandfather, a grandma, and her apo?
Yes. I don't know if it's a toxic trait of mine na naisip ko. Ganyan kaya sila nung baby ako. That's what I imagine. Like, I picture Hailey like it was me. And how my dad makes gigil. Sobrang siya, natutuwa siya. How my mom also sobrang protective. Natutuwa siya every time na may video call sila. I wonder, parang, is that what they felt also nung nung bagong panganak sa akin, ganun. Life is a full circle talaga eh.
Yeah.
You get to see the whole thing around, and now that I've had I have a kid, now I see it. Now that I'm the parent, now I understand why naiiyak yung nanay ko pag kinakausap niya ako. Bye anak, I love you. Just, ay, naku, naiiyak na ako. Gumagano siya, sabi ko, man, drama mo.
Now you get it.
Now that I talk to Hailey na matagal ako nawawala, and I'm like, I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye because it hurts pala when you say goodbye. I don't know, it's weird.
First time you held her, ako kasi kinukwento ko kay Colleen, there was one time na when I held on to Peanut for the first time, naluha ako. Did he have that moment then kay Hailey?
It was while she was giving birth, I was crying. And naka-video to naka-video lahat.
Like ugly cry. Ganun talaga.
I was in awe, bro. I was amazed how a woman's body can do that.
Super.
It is crazy. Lex is she's not that tall, and she's quite petite. She's a slim girl, and she pushed out a 7.3-pound baby. So I was like, wow, are you okay? Like, is everything And she did it. She didn't have a hard time. So I was really in awe, and I was like, "Thank you for giving me such a beautiful baby." Although pag bagong anak talaga, parang mukhang alien.
No, ako seryoso the whole time nung bagong panganak si Peanut, I kept asking the pedia if anything was wrong. Kasi nga ibang-iba yung itsura nila.
And then the head is like all mushed up.
Tapos yung mukha, parang nakaganon, parang siyang pug.
Yes, so weird.
Sorry, Peanut. Sorry, Peanut. Pero lahat naman, lahat ng bagong panganak, di ba parang pug na nakasiksik lahat?
Yes.
So I was asking the pedia. Pero yun nga, when the first time that you actually held her, how did it feel? Ano yung pumasok sa isip mo? Nung nasa room na kayo, or when everything was okay na, she was all burritoed up na.
Yeah, nakaswaddle na siya. I felt yung parang kailangan ko na maging protector. Because I saw how fragile eh. Kaya when we go out, it's always me. Even in Australia, even here, if we go out, gusto ko nakadikit siya sa akin. Like, I don't want to see her out of my sight. Parang I guess it's a pack mentality. It's in our DNA as like animals. I guess
protect our own.
our pride. As baduy as it looks, yung carrier, the baby carrier. Ako yung laging may suot. I like keeping her there.
Eto, from one dad to another, nabutasan na tenga niya?
No.
Bakit?
Ayoko.
Diba?
Yeah. Ikaw din?
No, hassle.
Okay.
Trust me when I say this, hassle yung experience na yon, nabubutasan yung tenga ng anak niyo. I had to leave the pedia. Sa pedia namin ginawa eh.
Nainis ka.
I swear, Doc, I love you. Doc Ome, mahal na mahal kita. Pero yung bubutasan yung wala ka pang maririnig na ganong iyak.
Yeah, yun nga eh.
Yung, timo, naiinis ako ngayon just hearing it. As in, hindi ako nakapasok. So, anong plano niyo doon sa butas ng tenga?
I said, let her grow up muna, and when she has she can decide for herself if she wants to get it done. I'm not against it.
Oo naman.
I have tattoos.
Ako nga, apat yung butas ko rin dati ng tenga.
Diba? So, your body is your body. Pero I'll let you decide. Hindi kami yung
Daya
mag-decide.
mo
Why?
Hindi mo mararanasan yung inis na
no,
naririnig mo yung iyak niya. Doc Omi, I love you, pero one of the worst days ever
I can imagine.
bilang isang airpot. Pero sabi ko nga, isa sa mga napagdaanan mo rin, and you're very vocal about it, which I guess a lot of people appreciate because it enlightens a lot of people. You went through rehab before.
Yes, I did.
Okay, how was that journey? How did you even get there to begin with?
Oh, the getting there part is it's tough to explain. 2018 wasn't in a good place, pero that's from years of. I mean, we used to cross paths in ABS. I couldn't say I was in the right headspace talaga. Sobrang sunod-sunod na ako nung mga panahon na yun. Ang dami nangyayari sa buhay ko, which I openly admit naman talaga eh.
Was it a childhood thing, a work thing, or something happened in between? Or
all of the above.
Okay.
All of the above. So 2018 was the straw that broke the camel's back na talaga. It was like, sobrang dami na nakapile up at a young age of, I don't know, I was 21, 22, I think. I just couldn't take it anymore eh. Naiinis na ako. Parang, I keep hearing bad stuff about myself. I don't know what to believe anymore. Andun na yung depression. Andun na yung parang I want to end everything already. I just want to get rid of all my problems.
Pagod ka na.
But yeah, that's it. And I did a stupid thing of trying to take my own life. And yeah, I've mentioned this in other, interviews. It's sad because parang, okay, when you're in that position, hindi mo rin naiisip na yung mga ibang taong masasaktan mo if you try and do something like that. And it's also sad because, I see people who comment about people who attempt suicide. They do it for attention. They do it for other reasons, But the thing is, when you're that person in that situation and you're going through whatever BS it is that you're going through, hindi mo maiisip yun eh. You're gonna be blinded by this darkness, this sadness, and wala, you just
It gets overwhelming.
and you make a stupid decision. I was lucky enough na my mom took control over the situation as much as it hurt her. Na I had spoken about rehab prior to it happening, but never did I willingly say na I'm gonna go in, I need help. Pero I'd said na parang I think it would be beneficial for me.
When you were going through this darkness, this depression, everything was getting overwhelming, ano ginagawa ng support system mo? Kasi kumbaga, it's either they were there, ayaw mo lang makinig, or kumbaga, may hindi lasang naibibigay, kaya continuous.
At that time, my dad and I weren't in good terms. So, wala si Erpat. My mom, she'd fly in, fly out from Australia. Ang pinaka-support ko nung time na yun sila Tita Bing, which is kapitbahay ko sila eh.
Okay.
Tita Jano, Tita Bing. And I pretty much grew up with them. Whole high school I was living, not whole, but most of it I was living with Tita Bing. They saw me like get up and fall down na rin so many times na parang, I was living on my own now. Different house, but the same townhouse area.
Yeah. So everything was close to each other.
Close to each other. So all the stuff that would happen to me, they would be aware of what was going on in my life. So they would always intervene, try and help. Ako yung hindi nakikinig. Ako yung parang, I want my own life. I'm my own man already. I can handle myself. I couldn't at that age. Hindi ko pa kaya. I said nga, I don't know whose interview, I think it was kay Ate Aiko, nasabi ko na I was still a kid. Tas ang dami nag-comment, 20 is still a kid pala. What I mean by that is you can be 20, 21, 22, 23 and not be that mature yet. Yung parang akala mo kaya mo pero
I'm 42.
Diba? And we
I have
still
no maturity sa katawan ko.
That's what I mean, yeah. So, nung time na yun, akala ko kaya ko na lahat, hindi ko pala kaya. So, I was pushing people away and I couldn't handle the things going on in my life. Although they were present, I took them for granted.
Sabi mo nga that day na you decided to try, diba, to take your own life. How was the next day? When, I'm not sure, you need to expound on how you did it. Pero when you realized na nandito ka pa rin, what were your thoughts nun? Parang, thank God I'm alive? Or bakit hindi nangyari? Do you even remember?
I remember. It's just really twisted, bro. As in like, baka ikaw din magulat ka. I was in the hospital for a couple of days. And then, that part was very hazy because they were putting stuff to keep me
Sedatives,
calm. Yeah. And then I woke up still in a hospital bed inside a rehabilitation center.
Kumbaga, diniretso ka na doon. Oh, wow. Okay.
So it was like a scene from a movie, brother. Nakakaswero pa ako. And this is kasagsagan ng Los Bastardos. So my body, I was buff. I woke up out of the bed. I'm like, have I been kidnapped? And I stood up out of the hospital bed. And I was yelling, "Nasaan ako? Nasaan ako?" I was swearing.
Yeah.
And someone answered. I was in a room eh. Where I was placed first kasi isn't where I stayed. There's a branch in QC and there's a branch in BF in Parañaque. They moved me to Parañaque. But when this happened, the day that I woke up there, it was in QC. So I woke up and it was around siguro 6 a.m. kasi hindi pa gising yung family.
Yeah.
The people inside.
Yeah.
Yung mga guards lang yung gising. And they're not allowed to talk to you kapag bagong pasok ka. Siyempre, hindi ko alam to. At that point in time. Bawal ka nilang kausapin. So, sinisigawan ko na lahat ng tao, nasaan ako? Palabasin mo dito. Oo. I pulled the suero out, may dugo na and everything. I was ready to fight everyone. I was so hot-headed ng mga panahon na yun. There was 10 guards against me and obviously I did not win the fight. They picked me up. And then eventually, after mga 1 hour, they had to put me in restraints. After 1 hour, dumating si Kuya Jimo. I'll never forget Kuya Jimo. Kuya Jimo, if you're watching this. Him and my mom were able to talk prior to putting me in. Nang hindi ko alam, obviously, again.
Balikan ko lang before dumating kay Kuya Jimo.
Okay.
Did they have plans beforehand to parang may intervention talaga, put you in rehab? Tapos nagkataon kasi na you did that so they had the chance? Or kumbaga right there and then they decided na we're gonna put him in rehab?
More the latter. The 2 days I spent inside the hospital, kasama na si Tita Bing, my Kuya Sep, my mom, they all parang came to the agreeance na I think
It's time.
He needs time to think about, his life. And buti na lang.
Yeah.
In hindsight now, buti na lang, bro. It happened then kesa na mangyari pa sa any other time.
So yun, pinuntahan ka?
Yes, so Kuya Jimo was the first person who was allowed to talk to me. And he spoke to me. He's like, I know your mom. Kalma ka lang. Ang tawag nila sa loob is Carlos. They can't call me Diego.
Confidentiality.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kinda. So Carlos, kalma ka lang. You're inside a rehabilitation center. Sabi ko, what am I doing here? Hindi ko kailangan to. Nagkakamali kayo, ganyan.
In denial?
Yeah, in denial. That's the first stage talaga. And then I saw the gate open, the door open. I ran for the... That's why they moved me to...
Para si Captain America, di ba? Amazing siya.
Yeah. Ganon!
Di ba?
Yes, ganon.
You ran out, tapos sa Broadway ba siya?
Yes.
Gitna ng Manhattan. Tapos.
It was sobrang surreal, man. It was like a scene from a movie talaga. Long story short, 14 months of my life, in there. And then when you start to go out, hindi pa talaga parang all the freedom is given to you again. It's slowly.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. You get to go out for a couple hours. You get to go out for 4, then 8, 12, 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, ganon. And until today, just yesterday, I was still talking to my kuyas. I still always keep in touch with them. Always update. I'm not claiming sobriety.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not claiming sobriety. I will not be a hypocrite or I'll not be a liar to the people who watch. Pero from where I was before to where I am now, buti na lang talaga it happened to me, man.
Kailan ka nagkaroon ng breakthrough while in rehab? Like how long into rehab ka nung bigla na lang na, wow, medyo I messed up bad. Kasi sabi mo, it's always denial nung una. So kailan mo na-realize na, okay, medyo nagkalat nga ako?
Inside kasi, you're not also allowed to talk to the other co-residents, yung ka-family mo, unless they're your superior. So, every now and again, you'll have a chance na parang mag-open up kayong lahat.
Yeah.
As a group, it can't be in a negative way. It can't be parang sharing war stories na parang pare, ginawa ko to ganon.
Okay.
Mali yun, negatibo yun.
Of course.
But when it's monitored, like in a circle, you all get to talk and share your story to one another. Doon mo makikita, parang salamin eh. You see yourself in the actions of other people, in what they've done, in what their addictions are, in what they've messed up in life, in what the wrongs they've done in their life. Doon ko nakita, ganun din ako okay, so I'm at this level talaga. I got to this point na din pala talaga na I've messed up. I messed up before. So I was like, okay, so tinanggap ko na rin na I needed to be here. I just wish it wasn't as long. Normally kasi ang program is around, and I know my kuyas aren't gonna be happy na Bawal kasi sabihin kung gaano kahaba yung isang program. It depends eh. It's a case-to-case
Of course,
basis.
of course.
If pasaway ka pa rin sa loob, tatagal ka. That's why tumagal ako kasi pasaway pa rin ako sa loob.
So sa lahat ng your rehab stint, you woke up there, you ran out of the gate, tinanggal mo, 10 guard.
Yeah.
And the reason why you were there to begin with, sa lahat ng napagdaanan mo, anong pinaka-importanting natutunan mo dun?
Sa lahat doon sa loob?
Sa lahat. So baga, that journey na you tried to take your own life, up to that day na you had an awakening, an epiphany, anong pinaka-natutunan mo dun?
Inside, this is kind of off topic, but it relates. So inside, my best friend, Luigi, may his soul rest in peace, he passed away. Kaibigan nila Kois yung dad ni Billy, yung dad ni Luigi.
Oh, sorry, just to be clear, he was already inside, or he was best friend outside?
He was my best friend outside.
Okay.
He passed away January 4, 2020. And I missed it. I missed everything. I missed the wake. I missed everything. I wasn't part of anything. And at that time, I could have been let out already. Kaso nga lang, I was pasaway sa loob. And it made me realize na nawala si Lulak, and it's been 4 years now that he's gone. We just, we went to his parang death anniversary just a few months ago. Ganun pala yung buhay, no? Na in a snap, everything can be lost, everything can be taken from you, everything na you think is solid, you have this, you can control this. Hindi eh. Nothing is certain, nothing is set in stone. You can lose your life, you can lose your friend. So all the stupid things I used to do before, parang ang dami ko nang sinayang na oras. Ang dami ko nang hindi pwedeng balikan. So many burnt bridges. Bakit ko pa babalikan? And when I lost Dulak, when we all lost Dulak, and I couldn't even be part in
Like
grieving.
grieve that way.
To grieve, yes, to grieve. It's so unfair. Sabi ko, it's so unfair, pero I understand kung bakit bawal akong lumabas para puntahan siya.
Especially the circumstance.
Yes, definitely. So it made me realize na let's enjoy the life we have today. Make the most of the day that you're given today, because tomorrow isn't promised. And as much as possible, just try not to F up.
Yeah.
You know? Kasi what you do today also says what's gonna happen for you tomorrow, di ba? Kung anong iset mo ngayon,
It creates the path for tomorrow.
yeah, it creates the path for tomorrow. And even if you're doing good, for all you know, some freak accident like what happened to my friend, can happen to you. So don't waste the time you have, man. Don't wait. I wish I could be 22 again. I wish I could.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now, if I could go back to 22, I would have fixed so many things. Pero wala eh.
Ikaw nga gusto maging 22 o kahit mga 3 years old para walang bayarin. Gusto ko bumalik na 3 years old. But I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, sabi ko nga, it's, a lot of people go through that. But sometimes we still see people na medyo hindi pa nila natututunan masyado how valuable life is. And ikaw, even before Haley was given, parang feeling ko, you learn to appreciate everything that has been given to you.
Yes, nung paunti-unting binalik ng lahat, yeah.
Do you have any message for all those na, kumbaga, they're experiencing the darkness? Or mamaya, they're watching this na, sabi mo nga, di ba, na when you were talking to your co-residents, parang, ako yun na.
Yeah.
So mamaya, someone's watching this and they're like, ako din yan na.
Yes. Okay, sure. Una, I'd like to say to my kuyas, because to become a counselor in there, kailangan daanan mo din yung program. So lahat sila, they were also people
Once
who
residents.
needed, yes, who also got help, but chose sobriety na for the rest of their lives. I was a
Galing.
counselor for a bit, but then yun nga, taking a sip of anything is relapse. So
Okay.
bawal ka na. You're out na. So my kuyas, thank you. Because of you guys, you changed my life. And they know that, and they know how grateful I am to them. Now to the other people who may be watching this, and I've said it kay Ate Tony,
Yeah.
kay Kuya Oji, kay Miss Aiko, if I can help any single person, I think with me speaking about this every single time I come on an interview, sana meron akong audience na natatamaan, or merong tao dyan na nakakarinig yung mga sinasabi ko, and they kusa na magsisik sila ng help, or they magkaroon sila ng hope man lang na whatever it is I'm going through, these troubles in life, adversity makes a man. That's something my dad said to me. It does get better. Sorry kung inuulit ko lang yung sinabi ko kay Ate Tony.
Tama. And the best part sa sinabi mo is sometimes, this happens sometimes you may have the best support system. Pero if hindi ka pa ready magbago,
That's it
wala din eh.
Totoo yan.
Everyone can be around you, showering you with love, care, a listening ear. Pero kung hindi ka pa talaga handa, it'll take a while. Di ba? At eto isa, nag-trending to kamakailan.
Which
Nung
one is
sinabi sa'yo, eto, tinetext sa akin ngayon, na kung sino ang totga mo
Oh, thank you. I can finally clear this up. Okay.
Ay, hindi, bago yan. Sorry. May babalik lang. Ayan, eksakto. Ba't may babalik lang ako?
Okay.
Ngayon ko lang naalala, actually, it was on social media then recently. You had a few issues with Lex.
Yeah. Yes.
Na there was one about support, may pinalayas, etc. So many.
Yeah.
Nag-trend yan for so long. So what really happened?
With not getting into it too much, because my baby, Lex and I have talked about it. And ayaw na rin namin to jump back into it because parang medyo nabaon na siya ng mga ibang problems ng Pilipinas.
And I respect that.
Diba? So just to keep it simple and sweet, short and sweet, we're fine. Everything's great. We just had dinner last night all together, kasama si baby, kasama si Ate Erlita. Everything is as perfect as it could be. But syempre, there's still some kinks that we need to work out on. But everything is good with support with my baby. That will never be questionable. I will spoil that girl until the day I die.
Nakikita ko, I can see it.
I will really spoil her.
But you and Lex, you're not together now. You're single.
Yeah.
No, but it's nice kasi
Co-parenting.
you're co-parenting. Ako kasi nangyari din sa akin na my parents, di ba, eventually they split up, pero hindi sila nawala for me.
Yes, nice.
And the fact that you went out, you had dinner, it goes to show na you're creating a very positive environment para
the
kay
baby.
Nagkakataon naman talaga na ang pamisa-misa ang magulang nagkakahiwalay. And maybe kung pilitin nyo pa maging magkasama or in a romantic relationship, baka magkaroon pa ng negative effect yun. Because it's no longer true.
Tama.
Diba? So the fact that you're creating a positive environment means you're doing what you need to do as co-parents, hindi ba? Eto na nga, meron kang gustong iklaro na issue.
But I didn't bring this up though.
Go.
Just so that the viewers know, I had no idea you're gonna ask me about this.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, natanong kasi ako ni Ate Aiko na, who's your thought ga?
The one that got away.
Yeah, the one that got away. And then Colleen even sent me, sabi ko, wait lang, parang klaro naman yung pagka-explain ko doon. I wasn't saying naman na Sofia is the one that got away. Ang sabi ko, kasi she made me choose amongst Julia Montes, who I've never had a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. Julia Montes, I think it was Barbie, Sofia. And since naging kami talaga ni Sofia nung days na the stuff I'm talking about, my dark days. Sabi ko, I really did do something wrong dun sa relationship na yun na sana hindi ko ginawa. I can't help but see the comments sometimes. Buti na nga lang nakawala si Sofia. Yes, I agree. I agree very much. Oh, ang galing nyo. Oo.
Yeah.
Tama, kasi I was not in the right place to be with somebody. And
May dinadamay ka pa na tao.
mismo. And I don't think, it was shortly after our relationship that she met Daniel, and then they had their baby. So I guess maybe she was in the right headspace already. Ako talaga. I take all accountability for it. But in saying that, kasi syempre ang kinukuha lang ng mga news articles, yung mga kami, mga
Whatever the clickbait, the best clickbait would be.
Diego Loyzaga says Sofia Andres is his thought gun. No, it wasn't like that. All I was saying is I made a mistake nung mga panahon na yun. And I wish I hadn't done that to Sofia. She deserves better. I'm happy where she is now with her family and with her kid. So, yun. That's it. It was just as simple as that.
At ang isa pang happy yung lahat, kayo ni Colleen,
Yeah.
si Direk Mac, isang gabi.
Yes!
Okay, ano tong isang gabi?
I wish I got to see your interview with Colleen.
Sabi ni Colleen, bata ka pa lang, you would sleep sa bahay. Kumbaga, you're like a little bro talaga. So it was quite challenging creating a romantic angle.
Oh,
Kasi
boy.
yung family aspect between you guys.
Yes, yeah. I know we're not blood related, but Quiz and Colleen are like family talaga. So for the people who are gonna say like, oh, it's your job, Diego, you should be a professional. Oh, sige nga, you be romantic with your sister, di ba? It's kind of weird, no? Like I remember our first scene together.
First taping day, first shooting day.
It wasn't nga eh. Ang nangyari, we shot all the flashbacks, di kami magkasama.
Okay.
Para medyo kami ni
Okay.
Direk Mac okay na, parang nagkakaintindihan na kami. But together, me and Colleen, our first scene was kakatapos lang namin
Okay. Magpagpag ng sofa. That's it. Maglinis ng
Yes,
sofa.
that's
Okay.
it.
That's yun na yung bagong term pa doon.
Yes.
Love. Yun na yung bagong term pala para doon.
Alam mo na yun. Alam mo
Okay,
na yun.
okay,
Pag
okay.
ganon. Her line was, it's my first time. Actually, it's not just this eh. Basta, yung line is it's hard to,
Okay.
difficult to say.
Okay,
Even in
okay.
real life, it's difficult to say. And dapat nakakbay ako sa kanya. I didn't know kung saan ko ipapwesto kamay ko. I'm like,
Dapat nakaganon ka. Isipin mo, kakatapos silang ganun yun. nakahawak kang ganun sa loob.
Nahiya pa ako kay Colleen. I'm like, I put it here. I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry, Colleen. And she's like, Jegs, just do what you need to do. I'm like, okay. It's just every time I touch you, I think about Billy. Every time nakikita kita, naisip ko si Billy, yung mukha ni Billy nandito.
That would be a turn on for me, ah.
Oh my God!
Hi, Billy. Hi, Billy boy.
So I went to their house after ng shooting. Kasi siguro like 80% of the movie, not naman 80, mga 75%. I'm in my underwear with these thick thighs that roll up all the way until here, so parang ako nakatibak. And then Colleen's in her underwear. The whole like dramatic portion of the movie. So I go to Billy's house, and he comes out and opens the door in his underwear, and he's like, now it's fair.
Natatawa ako. Pero bakit di mo pa ginagawa sa akin yun, Billy? Bakit sa lahat na magkasama tayo, never ka nagbubukas ng pinto na naka-underwear? I tried before. Nung nagpi-PGT kami, Pilipinas Got Talent.
Okay.
Binuksan ko yung pinto, naka-T-front ako. Pero di niya masyado nagustuhan. Aantayin kong ikaw ang gumawa niyan. When is it? Isang gabi?
Isang gabi. It's coming out May 15. So, to tell you a little bit more about the story, the entire movie, it just happens over one night. Magkakilala kami ni Colleen. Something terrible happens, and we discover na our lives pala are intertwined in a way na we would never have known. Siyempre may aspect na we fall for each other, but it's also a kind of love that cannot be. Kind of like Titanic.
Okay.
Kind of like Rose and Jack. You know, they were never meant to be, but they fall in love over, what was the Titanic? Oh, I think a few days?
Yeah.
Parang a few days lang sila dun sa barko. Come daytime, when the sun rises, you know, there has to be an ending to our movie. So there's a decision that's made. And a really, really big revelation. Na ang sabi ko nga, Colleen, I don't think I've shot a movie this deep, this dramatic, and this intense in a long time or ever. It's so out of my usual movies that I shoot. Because of that, naging interesting siya. I think na it's something, I'm really excited to watch it. And I don't normally say this about my own films. I'm my worst critic. And whenever I see my face, I'm like, you ugly ass. Like,
what are you doing on TV?
Yeah, like, why are you here, man? You said the lines wrong. Parang ganun. But etong isang gabi, I really want to watch it to see kung anong kalalabasan. Because Direk Mac, iba din he's something else. He's been in the industry for the longest time. One of the pioneers of show business.
Oh, naman Direk Mac yan.
Yeah. And Ricky Lee pa yung writer ng script.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So yung Tagalog, apakahirap para sa akin. It was a very parang formal. I'm a teacher in the film eh. Nagtuturo ako sa isang university, so yung Tagalog ko rin kailangan sobrang
matatas.
Yes. So there was nothing about the film that was easy. I'll just say it. I'll just put it like that. It was hard being sexual with Colleen. It was hard with the Tagalog. It was hard with the emotions. Nakaraos naman, and I really feel like it's gonna be a good film.
Yeah, well, ang nakikita ko ngayon is hindi pa natin napapalabas yan, but you're already very proud of the film.
I am.
And that's such a good start in any project.
I am.
So ako, besides the film, na-excite na rin ako sa paano ako nito, I'm very, very happy for the new you. The new leaf. Not just because you have a family or a daughter, but because with you lang, kahit ikaw lang mismo.
Thank you.
Na the new leaf that you turned, plus the biggest blessing in your life. Because I know, with everything you share, with all your learnings, with all your love, you will be a blessing to your child,
Thank you,
to your co-parent, and to everyone watching right now, and to your
Thank you,
family.
brother.
Brother, thank you very much for
Thank
being
you,
here
Luis.
on the Luis
I
Listens.
appreciate
Maraming salamat, guys. Isang gabi. Like, share, subscribe. Kung anong gawin sa vlog ko. Hi. Clap. Bye, guys.
Thank you.